We are back.
Yay!
Yay! And with us we
Nice.
have Jokimon Joakim Jansson.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here.
Yeah, nice to have you here, Joakim. You were
Yeah.
actually an attending player in this tournament.
Yep.
And you were actually playing on stream with a spicy, but cool survival,
Yeah.
wreck survival deck.
Brexer. It was an old classic Rexer deck from back in the days when, with Palindrome Triskelion, I tried to brew it up, and I haven't seen it so far. So I thought might as well try to make it work and see.
Yeah. And how did it go?
3-2-1. So
Yep.
a lot of grindy games, and some battles.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
but here we have one of my draws.
Yeah.
Marcus Landstill deck. And yeah.
That was a great game.
Yeah, it was quite an interesting game. And this. Yeah. And so, well, this looks kind of like a quite stock list.
Yeah, I mean he plays. Yeah, really. I mean he plays 3 Wrath of Gods, not 2, and no powder kegs. Like, yeah, he does not play a forbid, but 2 absorb. So like, it's very. He does play what I like, 2 dust bowls and no wastelands, because dust bowls are, in my opinion.
It seems very great in this deck. And especially important when posing manlands, recurring lands, so you can have recurring mana denial.
Yeah, for
on
sure.
Those.
And here's actually an interesting part, what we discussed when we revealed the top 8, where Manos, who won the Swiss with Replenish, we talked about perhaps people are sideboarding a little less tournament script now these days, and we see here, Phyrexian Furnace has been replacing it, but he won against Replenish here. He won 2-0 against Manos in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and I think it has to do with it has a bigger permission package, which can be quite hard to deal with for the Replenish player, because he doesn't have that much permission himself. So I think that was the big deal there. So let's go and look for the opponent.
Yeah.
And see here the Sly.
The Ursa Bobble Sly.
Yeah. And I was confused first with Ursa Bobble, but then you mentioned the Grim Lava Monster interaction, and it seems.
Yeah, it seems kind of sweet, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And I mean, also Barbarian Ring, so and the Curse Scroll to empty. Yeah, so I think it's onto something.
Sure. And a small amount of information, but I don't think that's the main reason. So.
No. No.
So
I think Aaron won 2-0 in the. Let me just check it up real quick. He won 2-0 against Patrick on Dissolution in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So this is perhaps one of the most classic battles in Premodern we're about to see. Landstill against Sly.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you, Rich, on the shiny cards. They really put effort into making a good, nice looking Sly deck.
Yeah.
Let's go and see how this will turn out, and then go to the match.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
we have.
Do you think we'll win, Jokimon, this one?
I have the Sly in favor.
Yeah.
Especially since it's on the play.
True. It's a fair matchup. How many circle protections were there? 2 in the sideboard?
Yeah, I think so.
But no, there were some sort of Hydroblast as well, I guess. What's the chat's opinion here? Who's favored in Sly against Landstill?
And who do you like? Which deck? So here's I think it's a quite good card for him in this matchup with the Cursed Skull, but we do know that he has 2 main deck disenchants. That will be a big thing if you can find them here or not. Otherwise, I think this Skull will grind him out.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Okay, so we have a
end of
blocker for
turn.
Magnetic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And end of turn lightning bolts. We need to sync ourselves a little better. We not. You can do the play-by-play if you want to. I can chip in.
No, do that.
Okay.
You're doing fine, Joachim.
Okay,
I will shut up. I will shut up.
So you will be the expert then. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we see the talk about Ursus Bubble and an attack for the Mog Fanatic. And he
but this is an interesting game state where exactly can he curse scroll?
Yeah.
Okay, he had shock instead.
I think that was a bold block, a very bold block.
Yeah.
And there because
just heads out that elves are playing the Madness deck in the other semifinals. So that should be probably favored for elves. I think this matchup is more even. I mean, it's not elves is not unbeatable with Madness, but I think this is more interesting to see, perhaps.
Yeah. The seal tick, what's that again? Okay. Yeah, and he's now on end of turn incinerate, what it looks like. What was it mean? Yeah, it was end of turn.
Yeah.
So he's down to 12 man.
Yeah, he's really low on resources now, Marcus.
Yeah, and it's only 2 lands, so I think this looks very much like a big advantage for the Sly.
Yeah.
Now, Aaron. And now he can get his scroll going as well. So, and there's only 1 card in hand, so it's a definite 3 a turn.
And a pup, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. No, he just reveals the pup to.
Yeah. But it's only a pup. But I mean, that is great to land. Then exactly. So and I mean, he's in such a great position now.
Yeah. It's 9 there, so it's 3, 6, and another 6 next turn. So it won't take long now, I think, until we have game 2. But then I think that the really interesting is game 2 and 3 in this matchup.
Yeah.
Like many, of course. But I think the land still is a bit too slow to handle a slide deck on play.
Yeah, it really needs a. I don't know I mean, it's so situational. Like the slide player must drop a lot of creatures and then pay off with a Wrath of God or something. So
yes. Yeah, so here at least you have the disenchant for the scroll, which will buy him some time. But okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Unless he has the plow.
Yeah.
Does he?
Does he has the plow here? Because we can shuffle him up and go to game 2. No. It doesn't seem like it, but he should have snapped it. Yep.
Yeah.
There we Yeah. Kind of went like I was expecting to game 1.
But maybe if we can see the. Yeah. Sorry.
See the deck. So how do you think here that he will sideboard? The Pyroblast for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Price of Progress is good here. If he can make him tap or use mana to prevent with Circle Protection recklessly, and then come back with a Price of Progress for 6 or 8 damage, that's a key play.
Yeah. So Winter Orb seems like a good one as well.
Yeah, it is. And Winter Orb is.
For sure.
I have not seen that many Winter Orbs in Sly list, but I have not played Archetype that much. So, but that's a cool tech. It will most likely go in.
I like it.
Yeah. So probably we'll see. Would you board in 3 Price of Progress here, or 2?
I think 2 because it runs quite a few basics as well. So I'm not sure.
But they are for the long game, and
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And if we can see the other
what are you taking out here then?
volcanic hammer.
Yeah, it's too slow. So here we have 3 hydroblast and two circle of protection.
Yeah.
Do you think he wants more disenchant effects?
He has 2 in main now. Yeah. No, I don't think he needs. I mean, he will have to answer sulfuric vortex. So it's a hard one.
Yeah, because he really don't want to. What do you want to take out here? What are the slow ones?
I mean, counterspell for hydroblast for sure. Absorb you keep in because you want to life gain, even if it's more expensive to cost. And
Anul I could see as well. I agree.
Yeah.
Because that's a cheap one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you take out like one Ruffle God, I guess?
Yeah, I think so.
Or do you take out 2?
I'm actually, because I think that's not the way to combat. Fact or fiction, I agree. Maybe one fact or fiction. So all the big spells basically, because that's not how you can combat it. If you are in Wrath of God territory, you have taken a lot of damage unless you have.
Yeah. So they will start the game 2 in a few seconds. But yeah, I mean this is fun with this type of. I mean they are kind of figured out both archetypes, and like the trimming and how you sideboard it. It's an art. So we will begin game 2 then.
Yeah. We'll see if we have a.
And Marcus is not at 9 life. He's actually at 20 life. He I mean he's the lower seeded player, but yeah,
not that low.
Not that low.
I
agree. Mana leak is not really great.
No.
Hydroblast.
But if you choose between Mana leak and counterspell, I think you kind of want the Mana leaks since it's lighter on the mana, and you want to have white mana early.
Yeah, you could do like 2 counterspell, 1 Mana leak for 3 hydroblast or something. Yeah. Yeah, the slide player becomes very. Okay, we have a tech issue here, so we'll see. Well, I was gonna say like the slide player needs to really change their approach, like having those more value reach spells as Curse Scroll or Sulfuric Vortex.
Yeah.
And like. Play around to actually get them to resolve that's a dance to make.
The trick is here also that you can't play around too much as well, because if you wait too long, eventually he will land a cop red, and then you are even further away from winning. So it's a dance. I would say it's a really dance.
Yeah, he didn't play any Anarchy, but like if he lands a Winter Orb, he's in a good spot. Okay, let's see here. How did the other match go?
I can go and check there. Elvis has a very explosive start, locks the game Madness player out, keeps attacking small creatures. So Elves is up 1 game.
Okay. Yeah, that was probably expected. I mean, that's a hard matchup for Madness, especially with like main deck Master Course. But I mean, I've seen Wonder do wonder in Madness against Elves. So yeah.
This is an interesting play. with a pop in play, and he plays standstill. So I am guessing he has a manland, but
Yeah, he must have. Or he has
uh,
does he take like, he waits 2 turns to create 1 soldier token to block it? He don't give a shit. Aaron goes. Aaron
yeah.
says, "Fuck it, I will apply pressure here."
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah,
can
fearless.
see that. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's probably correct.
deck little sniper. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Fine attack. Yeah, we'll see here if he.
So here is a Wrath of God very good. I mean,
Yeah. Which one? Oh, the pop. Okay.
Aaron says, "Fuck you" to the standstill. Yeah, he does.
He truly does.
Yeah, true, Ron. But I mean, that's a decision. Standstill always puts you in that weird spot. Like, do I need to like wait, or just fuck it? It will not change my game plan at all.
I think most of the time you just fuck it.
Yeah.
Because the Lansing player has the game plan just to wait out, and it really wants to wait out. So let's see here if plow on the.
What do you think there? Is it preemptively to like plow the lava monster here and save the plow for ball lightning? Or, I mean, he represents hydroblast mana for sure. So yeah.
But here he wants us to conserve his life total as much as possible, because he's already 13, so it can go fast.
For sure.
And it's only turn 3, so I think it's correct to plow the lava master here, so he can, because that's a recurring direct damage.
It is.
And that can handle his manlands and so on. So
yeah,
shock is low impact, but it can do quite a good things. It can, like here, fuel the graveyard, but it can also destroy a manland. In a pinch, but I don't think you're in a winning spot if you try to destroy the manlands, but it's still a thing.
No. Is Phyrexian Furnace worth considering to bring in bigger stanza player? Just because, I mean, it kills off some cards, but yeah, probably not worth it.
No, it's basically only Grim Lava Master.
Yeah, and the Barbarian Ring, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, it does like replace itself, but yeah, no, it's probably not. I'm just spitballing here when I see the list.
Yeah.
So but we have a lot of good players here who played these types of deck. I mean, Jerry, you play Sly once in a while, right? So you got to teach us.
Yeah,
We are green
I have not
mages.
played Sly one time even. Too much.
Yeah, I built it like 2 years ago, but then I sold it to a friend who wanted to come into Premodern. And back then, guys, a Sly deck costed like, I don't know, $80. It was very cheap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lightning bolt in response to Fact or Fiction. He tries to squeeze out his damage while he can, and I really like that play from Aaron here. Is giving him 6 in the head in response to the Fact or Fiction.
Yeah.
And he's not far from killing him in here, so
No, for sure.
Oh, he has a Fire Blast as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a win.
Insane.
Because that's nicely played.
Very well piloted.
Good played,
Yeah.
sir.
All right.
Yeah, that was. He had a very explosive hand. The slide player.
Yeah. But cool game.
Combat it very, very good and patiently with his bolts. So
yeah, Anton, what did you say about we should have this on stream instead of elves? Elves will just run over Madness, and then we saw this on stream. By the way, Madness and elves are still playing.
Yeah.
Touche.
I mean, I've seen this game and I've played this game, several times, mostly from a standstill player, and it usually takes some time. But
you did miss the entire game.
Yeah.
The end of turn FOF with a response of Lightning Bolt, Incinerate, and Fire Blast.
Yeah, the last turn there was...
Yeah.
How was some damage being
that was
out.
quite impressive. It was 11 damage in one go.
Yeah, that's like you always feel like, I'm at 10 life. I'm all right. No, you're not.
Yep.
All right, Gordon, should we jump into the next one, or should we just talk here, or should we talk to the players?
Actually, asking the other feature match how it looks right now. But yeah, we should actually get one of these in. Aaron, you can talk to him.
Cool.
Let's see if we can fix that. Haven't even thought about it. It's player 2. Let's see if he can chat. Because it was Aaron who won. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
What happened to Mud? Yeah, Mud did not make it. I don't know how Mud actually ended up, but it was not in top 8.
No.
But it was the most beautiful deck today, I think. So he won something.
Yeah, he won our respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna see here. The players can now hear us and we can hear them. Let's see if it's possible for Aaron to change his camera and we can do just like a pre-game interview until we go to the finals with him. He's just saying bye to his opponent Marcus and so on, and hopefully getting ready, and we'll try to have a short interview with him as well. Nice. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see, gonna send him out a small stream cam, and I believe he is ready. So without further ado, Aaron, let's talk a bit to Aaron. Hi, how you doing? Congratulations,
hey there.
The finals.
Yeah, nice play.
Aaron. Yeah,
thank you.
Nicely done.
Yeah, it was some impressive 11 damage in one go there.
Yeah.
Well, I was terrified that the Cop Red was going to drop any second.
Yeah, and so we discussed a little bit about the balance that you want to try to make your spells resolve, but also not to be too slow for the Cop Red to come in. So it's what's your reasoning? And how fast do you want to be off the sideboard?
It totally depends on what I draw. I did not draw anything sideboard that would help me out. So it's I've got the Winter Orb in the sideboarded it in, got the Price of Progress. Didn't see any of that. So it was basically sneak damage in every time that he tapped out.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, but we actually made you curse. Like we put voice on you, and you said like "fuck standstill." I'm going for it.
Yeah, I think at the time my hand was my hand was stuff that I had to play to the board, and I felt like if I pop standstill, play to the board, he was still a little slower off the draw there. So I could get up and moving, and then the swords got my pup, I think, in that one. And like, this slows me down a little.
A little.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was
but I
nicely
mean,
played.
it's probably the right call, because it's always interesting when like they play the standstill and you have a creature out. Like, how do you do that? But yeah, obviously you being very aggressive and fearless paid off. So well done.
But I just I need to talk about something else here, and that is the man who understands his lighting and like, okay, there's a screen doing a backlight here. I need to turn off that. Have this screen here making me look good. A man of my taste. Perfect. A bit too much RGB in the computer, but except for that.
The RGB hasn't even. I've got the RGB towers here that help me. It's all set up to stream magic on this side, which is why I was saying that I had to reach across to be able to do the life over here.
So that was because I like, but I see your computer. I see like where you play. Like this shouldn't be a problem, and then like okay, it makes a bit more sense now.
But yeah, set up for streaming over here. So I've got RGB towers to help color correct. So they're programmable.
This man is in for the game.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
So, I'm a little bit curious about your reasoning of your sideboard. There was some in chat that talked about anarchy and so on, but how have you set up your sideboard, and what's your thought process?
I think you can play around Cop Red, which is the thing that you're scared of with an anarchy. I think that you can play around it. You have to be very careful. We did an intentional draw in the 5th round. I was playing against Patriot or the Solution in the 5th round. We did an ID, but when we played the games out,
you almost dropped also, by the way.
I almost dropped. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We were trying to follow the instructions so carefully for our intentional draw that I almost missed the the button that said my name on it.
Yeah.
I just check all the boxes. It's fine.
Go ahead, Aaron. Sorry. Go ahead with your story about the Solution.
Oh, I was saying I had to play around Cop Red, and I fell 1 damage shy of playing around a Cop Red in that match. When it didn't matter because we'd already drawn, but we wanted to see how it went. And then I've played around Cop Red twice in the top 8 now.
Yeah.
That's nice. How do you like Urza's Bauble? Tell us about that tech. We love it.
Urza's Bauble is fantastic. It needs to be running more slide X. I feel like I've been beating this horse dead. But it powers up Lavamancer, it powers up Barbarian Ring. It lets you play, a 56 card deck, and the last 4 cards in Sly are always terrible.
That is actually very, very true.
Yeah.
Like you see some cards. I see a Volcanic Hammer here. Like that's not one of the best cards. So that's even the 5th, like and you're already playing.
Arguably, the Volcanic Hammer could be one more Curse Scroll.
Exactly.
The joy of Bauble is also, you get to play slightly less mana because you're going to be drawing into mana. You're playing less cards, less mana. So I dropped down to 19 in this deck instead of my normal 20, and I had that 1 extra spot, and at the last second I threw a hammer in because it's shiny.
You have a very shiny deck.
Yeah, we have questions in chat.
The chat wanted to hear about your shiny cards, so please talk about your shiny cards.
Working on
how long have
finishing off the foiling.
How long has it taken you to finish off this deck in foil?
I started this a couple months ago because I got the fetches after buying a collection. So I had the fetches. I'm like, well, I'm almost there. That's the hard part.
No, the hard part are those lightning bolts.
I mean,
in
that
old
was
frame.
so I'm a bit of a lightning bolt aficionado. So I had those as well already.
Okay.
So the promo bolts were there already.
They are nice.
Are we missing 2 foiled wooded foothills here, Aaron?
Nope.
It's just a picture.
All the fetches are foiled.
It's just a picture. They are okay. Awesome.
But
And I actually have the baubles and the scrolls out at Scourge altars being foiled right now.
Ooh.
So
nice one.
Now we're talking.
When those get back, we'll be done.
But
I will be the proud owner of the world's most expensive Urza's baubles soon.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that one. But you are going to the finals, good sir. In
Thanks
the finals, you will meet maybe this deck, or you will meet this deck. Which one do you want to meet? The elves?
Good question.
Or
I'm
the blue-green madness?
I love both those decks, and they are both really good. But I'm hoping to play the elves because I've already beat it once today. Actually, I've beat elves twice today. But that specific elves deck I've beat once.
So you've beaten Jens Slay J today already.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not the elf deck I thought it was.
Oh no. Because
we had.
I do believe we actually have
elves also on elves today. So yeah.
I do believe we have a result actually on the other one here, or at least I'm getting information from our spotter, format founder Martin Berlin, who spectates there and says "Alles klar" has been called.
Herr Kommissar.
Which is, of course, German, as they are both German and speaking German there.
And yes, it was Slay J that I beat.
No, it's not done.
So it'll be a...
Now we're getting it's not done.
That was very unclear, Berlin.
Yes. God damn, Berlin.
That was very cryptic. Okay.
Has been called. If something has been called, it's... okay, so it's not over. But Madness matchup then. Have you played it?
I've played it. I think I lost to Madness in a monthly recently. I forget.
So who do you think is favored? You or Blue? Green?
I feel like Sly is favored, but I think it's closer than most people think.
Yeah, like...
they can put on pressure.
The worms seems like probably the big problem for Sly, as they can come quite early and race what Sly does, if they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also some sheep disruption can keep you off like those 3 damage that are very important and so on, while also hitting with a mongrel or... Yeah, I would like to see this matchup. I've never seen Madness versus Sly. But as said, that is just one of the possibilities. And this is the other possibility. And that you say is very, very favored.
Yeah. And we did play this earlier. This was the deck that I got to play. Slay J and I battled this one out. And especially after sideboard with the Lava Darts coming in, it feels... pretty
really
how
good.
many Lava Darts do you play?
2. But in game 2 of our match earlier, I drew 2 Lava Darts. Drew one in the opening hand and top decked another.
But also Garuda here in chat. Yeah, I can read what it says, but the Roar of the Worm is not the same worm. Roar of the Worm I do love. And I think it's bad to play, though, in the deck. But I want to play it. But that's something else. That's something completely different than the Argothian worm. But is he playing some roars as
the
well?
time walk worm.
Oh, we're having 2 roar the worm there as well.
Yeah, there are.
Nice. I do like that. I actually think that they're probably overrated in Madness. They're a bit too expensive, especially with days and so on. Even like, sure, a 4-mana 6/6 is of course great, but it's still 4 mana. This deck should not want to go up to 4 mana that often, I would say.
But yeah, but having the ability in late game to also like top deck and intuition and go fetch 2 Roar of the Worms, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it comes to that, yeah. But I do think those are one of the 2 other cards that will be outboarded if you face Sly.
Yeah, against Sly, yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah,
so
sure.
we have some updates from the other match. As we're not watching it and we won't jump in now, it's 3 Basking Rootwalla and a Equamoeba versus a Deranged Hermits and friends on Jens' side.
I don't think that the Sly deck had any Pyrokinesis, right?
No.
No, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, we
so
got
no Pyrokinesis in the 75 there.
But Gordon,
That's
how
also
would you
cool.
feel if we actually show a finals with 2 fully foiled decks? Does it hurt?
I have a big problem with that, and that is I can say, okay, I'm out of here, and just leave it to you because I'm the one streaming. That's my problem. That's my real problem. I would have loved to just say shit and yeah. But hey.
Yeah, it's a. I mean, I feel like most pre-modern players actually enjoy foils, but most old school players do not. So yeah.
I wonder what I'm mostly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I promise I don't play any foils in my old school decks.
They're usually not legal, so that seems good. But yeah, no, I've actually started to like foils more at a later age. I remember the classic "this will kill magic" comment. Oh, I did that when Exodus came, or not Exodus, with Urza's Legacy. Exodus is I did it with Exodus as well for another reason. Which reason?
Rare, golden rare symbol.
Yes.
Or what? Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
really?
The symbol. It wasn't black anymore. It was colored in silver.
You could actually see which one was rare.
Yeah. That would
Now you don't have
that
to
would
guess
kill magic.
It stopped me from making all the bad trades I made before that.
Yeah.
Like, looking back, it was a pretty good decision.
Yeah.
Wizards. But yeah, no, foils, I hated them. But today, when every new set has like 5 or 6 or 7 different frames and foil techniques and whatnot and blah, blah, blah,
Terrible.
the old frame foils actually talk to me a bit. Because they're not foiling the picture, just the frame, and it's actually kind of beautiful.
I think that's kind of neat.
It's very beautiful.
No, it's kind of beautiful sometimes. Don't be a dick now, Ann.
I mean,
The
look
blue
at
cards
those
are
four
Aaron
lightnings.
Dick.
How great are they? Like shooting a lightning star on a slide. It's very thematic. So yeah.
It is.
Good job, Aaron, in pimping it out.
Yeah. But with that, Aaron, I'm thinking of letting you leave this, having a quick break until you need to play the finals, which right now leans towards Jens, it seems. So we'll see you in the finals later on. Good luck.
Excellent.
Then.
Thanks very
Cheers
much.
for now.
Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah, it's daytime in America now.
Oh yeah.
Like here it's 1:30 a.m. It's very late.
Yeah, I would actually like to go to sleep. That would be my preferred, like, horizontal instead of vertical is a better way for my body to be in right now.
Yeah.
That's how.
But
and
so no best of 5 finals, Gordon. Is that what you're saying? Are we doing a best of 3?
I love best of 5 finals.
Yeah,
but you
me
haven't
too.
said anything.
But we could let the players decide if they want to do because I mean Jens is now done, right? I think
Yes,
Berlin
we
just
have
called it.
Danke für die Spiele has been called, which is apparently better than Alles klar.
Yes.
Yeah. Or was
Yeah,
that the second game?
That was the second game.
Yeah.
Which is 2-0 for
But the
Jens.
second win. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So
we could let them decide.
No, we will not let them decide. We will do a best of 3. A best of
good.
5 should be announced beforehand.
Yes.
With that, I'm going to thank you both, Giacomo especially joining in here for this.
Yeah, been a pleasure.
Amazing to have you. Anton, I will kick you out as well, so you can set up the tech stuff there with the finals. But then I will bring you in again with Martin Berlin. So we have the organizer, the streamer, and the founder doing the finals. That's the plan for this stream.
Cool. Like top notch.
I think so as well. So with that, everyone, we'll be back in 5 minutes for the finals of the biggest Premodern tournament ever or something like that. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
we are back from outer space. Just finally here with that sad look upon your face. No one exists. Okay, he seems sad, not you. But you have something good in your glass. Cheers, Martin.
Yeah, I'm now in the rum bracket.
Nice.
Nice one. So, before we go into the decks, just a quick question. Martin, 57 players battling it out with decks, a lot of spies, a lot of good spies. The deck we started off with round 1 went to top 8, where we said, like, I don't know if this is genius or stupid. Yeah, apparently it was pretty good.
Sly still, and Slight and Tutor deck, or
yeah.
The Unslight and Tutor deck, yeah.
Sly still I like even more, but yeah.
But it was just one standstill. It's aligned to Tutor Sly. It's not standstill Sly.
It's whatever you like. Yeah, it made it. Yeah, it was some nice decks. How did Turtle Splash do in the end?
I don't know, sadly. But the question we was having was, seems like a kind of good birthday present. You creating a format many years ago. Now players are playing it all over the world. 57 players joining in, playing new decks that you didn't come up with when you came up with the format and everything like that. How does it feel?
It feels great. I'm just sitting here as a question mark and trying to figure out what people are brewing. But it's great. It's great to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up all the decks on Wak-Wak in a day or two. You probably publish the deck lists or something somewhere. I don't know. But
we'll figure it out. I'll probably do like a top 8 or on the website. Maybe Anton wants to do an organizer's report. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. So you can go and see every cool brew. And with that, of course, we also gonna go down and look at not that deck, but here we talked to Aaron before. Pretty classic Sly, except for the bubbles. Or do you have anything to add, Martin?
Yeah, it's just like he only runs the 2 of Curse Scroll. I think, I mean, it can matter like in this type of matchup because it can get grindy. So not having the full set, it could be relevant, in my opinion.
The most interesting here in this matchup is the lack of pyrokinesis, I feel like. I mean, Lava Dart is great, but pyrokinesis is like one resolve pyrokinesis early on, and yeah, elves have very, very hard to come back. But this is a tight matchup.
Yeah, so the other deck we have is, of course, the Elves deck, Survival Elves. Is this more of a new brew, something spicy, or is this a classic, this is how they look? Or Anton?
This has been an established take on elves the last 4 months. I think like Robert Collari did a great run in the monthlies, and then Frank Relofs have 1-2 monthlies as well with it. So this is here Jens plays Tanglewire for a little bit more disruption, which can be very good against Sly. It can also be very bad depending if they only play instants, but it definitely buys some time. So my experience with elves is it's a 50-50 matchup against Sly. I like Tangle Wires. I don't like pyrokinesis, and so yeah, but this is pretty much a standard survival deck list except for the Tangle Wire.
Okay.
Now.
So standard Sly, except a couple of bubbles, against standard elves, except a couple of Tangle Wires. I like it. Some artifacts splashing in here. And with that, should we go down to the game area, do you guys think?
Let's go.
Yeah.
That seems
Mr.
perfect.
Cakes, sorry.
Yeah.
Mr. Cakes is right. He plays Well-Wisher and he has the Anger package. So a haste Well-Wisher is kind of interesting actually here.
An interesting thing with this matchup is it can end very quickly, I think, but it can also be very grindy depending on and the starts. Sly can take on like the control role and this survival elves can also take on the grind role with Squee.
Yeah.
So let's see the bubble. The
double
bubble.
That's one of the like bad things with cantrips like that. It makes mulligan decisionings so much worse, because he actually like only saw 5 cards, and he just hoped those 2.
Yeah. You don't snap keep when you see a bubble going.
It could have been 2 lands, and he already had 2. Like that's the big problem there. But
yeah,
of course
it has been the card has been theorized over the years, and yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, and they are rolling die. Oh, what to show for the bubble, of course.
Look, so much information.
Information overload. I can't take this anymore.
Really?
But no creatures, killing the first elf there. The second elf does a lot more mana.
Yeah,
more
like
powerful.
The Virus symbiote is just like, I mean, you have to kill it. It's like the insurance.
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin Costarino in chat. I am rooting for Sly? Gross.
There are some people who really hates the little green guys. I don't know why. They're so innocent.
I really hate Sly.
Yeah, me too.
Or is the way to say it, I really hate Sly. Yay. No, okay, that was just bad. Sorry about that.
Okay, so Priest got to live. That's interesting. Let's see how much mana he can develop with Cradle on Priest there. If you have Queer on Ranger, we have a shitload of mana.
Oh, another Priest. But he is on the clock, like, because when Lava Monster gets active, but yeah, oh wow, this is...
So a Queer on Ranger... Oh, it's only...
I can't really follow her. It's
Anton, you're the master here.
Yeah, if you can get a Queer Ranger here, he has mana to potentially have a Caller of the Claw next turn, or passing the turn, because he can untap Priest with 3 elves, which is like, that's not where Sly wants to be. Caller makes fast aggro. Okay, yeah.
But Caller is just a counter spell for a burn spell, kind of. Because he doesn't have mass removal, so you kill 1 elf and you Caller and get the 2/2 instead. But still, that's 2 2/2s.
Yeah, it is. No, Symbiote is probably better to go fetch here. He blocks and bounces, yeah. No, he activated. Okay, yes, sir. He activated, yeah.
So he activated on the first one and now bolting the other one, it seems.
Yeah. And in response,
or is he killing the symbiote?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I'm not sure. Okay, it was there. Perfect.
But I mean, I don't know how many cards Aaron has left, but I mean, this else would just rebuild now. Oh.
So we have some creatures coming down here on the battlefield.
This nice guy has been called by Jens.
That's a fast clock.
I mean, he has a Kamal Fist of Krosa next turn representing with the survival. With the gas barrel.
Yeah, however you put it now, it's too many creatures to handle, and the Krail will go out of control as well. So
Anton, would you in this situation not pay and then get Kamal and pump that way instead?
Yeah, you can pay Echo here, because then I mean, he will destroy the Deranged Hermit, probably. Anyway, with Level Master, so... But yeah, it's a...
He's doing something in upkeep. So...
Okay, he paid Echo for 6, okay. Yeah. So Symbiote downs another Deranged Hermit, but then he will just ping it in response, so... We have 5 mana, he can just get another Deranged Hermit, actually.
Yeah, getting Squee, throwing away Squee here. So... Kamal costs 5 to cast and 5 to activate, doesn't it?
6 to cast and 5 to activate.
Okay, it's that expensive.
Yeah, it's a horrible card, but it's effective. But I mean, it dies to Lightning Bolt also, so yeah.
Now we have Caller in the hand. Martin, when you first built Elves, Kamal was your big win con, wasn't it?
Yeah, I actually played Kamal, but I don't know, I wasn't too impressed with that. But I didn't play survival version, so yeah, I actually played with the Messenger in like some early iteration, but then lately I've been on more of a like Anton style of build without survival and with the biorhythm and overrun, basically. So just very straightforward, like 8 big spells. 4 overrun, 4 biorhythm, and then like no other nonsense, just elves.
I mean, Larry Amaggio, the life total, you have the life total just here. 14, Aaron, Slay J, 20.
There is one play here we could discuss, which I like. I mean, if you have a Mastercore against Sly and you're on 14 lives, it's very unlikely you lose. So he could actually have gotten a Mastercore there.
Oh yeah, that's a cool one.
But I mean, still, all those tokens, Squee returns, he will just get a... What? He can get a Kamal and activate it next turn. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he can kill the priest now.
Yeah, man, like, is there any way he could even lose the game? To be honest,
I don't think so.
No.
Because there's no mass removal in the Sly list.
No.
So
no, this is very, very good spot for Jens.
Yeah, it seems hard. So,
but like getting a Mastercore now, and I mean, yeah, he's just he can't commit to any creatures on the board.
Yep. Is that the best thing here?
Yeah, it is. Okay, he goes for the Kamal.
So how much mana does he have? Caller is of course elf. So 1, 2, 3,
8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he can do it.
Yeah, he has 12
That's
mana.
pretty cool. Yeah.
He can go for the Kamal play. Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, it's sweet to see. I mean, even though
it is
a bit of a lopsided game, this is really sweet to see, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to show Kamal, but apparently my search engine doesn't feel.
That was round 5, I think.
Yeah, but Kamal is in a way like a living plane plus overrun on a stick.
Yeah.
A druid legend.
Yep, and Slay J taking down the first one there. In the game where Aaron thought he was super favored. Not super favored, we should not put words in his mouth, but he had kicked some Slay J ass and Elf ass during the tournament and felt good about it. So
but Slay J faced 3 Slice in the Swiss and went 2-1, so Slay J is prepared for this matchup, trust me.
Yep. Slay J is prepared for most matchup as he's playing this format every once in a while.
Yeah.
So here we have though that we can't see his sideboard. So while I'm looking for that, we can have a look at Aaron's. Martin, what will Aaron do?
What will he do? Well, Lava Darts, I guess. And then It's not much more, right?
No. I mean, Overload or Crash or Overload doesn't kill Masticore unless Jens greeds out. But I don't.
I mean, how good is Tangle Wire anyway? It's not. I probably side out Tangle Wire if I was the elf players. No.
Yeah, in the survival elves, it's probably, but it's very good.
But the risk is that you just get behind, like the Sly players now on the play get a creature down like a lava monster and then like bolt all the creature, and Tangle Wire will be horrible. So I would just probably switch out like a couple of sulfuric vortex versus Lauras. I mean, you could take in like one or the Miser's Crash, maybe two, just to hedge against Masticore, because Masticore is like the big headache.
But it has regenerate.
Yeah, I mean he has, but like if Slay doesn't see it coming, like a Crash, he's tapped out and he goes for it.
There's a lot of
in his end step. Yeah.
So I could see like, like.
I mean, Price of Progress is worthless. Pyroblast is worthless. Terminus Crypt we can discuss because of Anger and Squee, but not worth it.
I think it's too narrow. I mean, he can't play that long game, I think, anyway. So I would just take 2 Vortex versus like 2 Lavaders.
And back to
Vortex
here. Sorry if I'm they're shuffling up. We have 3 Naturalize, 2 Torment Crypt, 2 Null Rod, an Elvis Champion, a Masticore, Sporefrog, Genesis, Octabi, Orangutan, Caller of the Claw, and 2 Goblin Sharpshooters. You two can see the list in our chat if you want to look. What do you believe he will do?
Masticore, Caller of the Claw. He will definitely board in. I think he'll take in another Alpha Champion just to have reach.
I think Anger goes out.
Yeah, I mean, Multana's Acolyte should go out also, because he can keep 1 in or 2, but definitely remove 2 of them.
Yeah, I would cut all the Tangle Wires, like probably cut Kamal, Anger. And the clunky Nantuko insect thing, and bring in Octabi, which is better.
So I must ask, what are the sharpshooters for?
Like the mirror, and versus goblins. But actually, they're not horrible.
No.
It boils down to whether you can get red mana, which is not like trivial. But you have the Granger to fetch for, so if it goes long, so I don't know. It's not great because it will die.
Yeah.
So it's not. Yeah, I wouldn't bother actually in this match.
There's probably a lot better things, but it's just like it kills everything. It ball lightnings as well. How about we'll tell the players that they can start and have a look at the game.
I actually think like 1 Nantuko Vigilante is reasonable to keep in just to have an answer to a curse scroll or just a beat stick. I think that there are worse cards to pick first since it is a toolbox deck. But
yeah, I was just thinking that Octabi Orangutan is just like better in this match, since you don't really have any enchantments to bother about.
But it hits for 3. No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mog Fanatic versus Queen Ranger on the turn 1.
A foiled Mog Fanatic versus a foiled Queen Ranger.
All foils versus all foils.
Yeah. I mean, being on the play matters. Here it is. In action.
Really hoping Aaron takes this down so we can see a game 3. Now I'm gonna say the same thing as Kevin Costarino in chat. Rooting for Sly? Ooh, gross. I am not a big fan. No, like if there was one archetype in Magic I could say like this is no one should ever be allowed to play it. It's red deck wins, Sly, burn, call it whatever. It should just not exist in any format. In any shape or form.
It keeps people honest, Gordon.
Exactly. Exactly.
Berlin is the big proponent for it. The fun, please. deck.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's why it shouldn't exist. I want to play fun, so I don't want to have a fun police. I don't want to be honest, so I don't want things keeping people honest.
No.
Guys, the golden elves have hit the table.
Yeah, let's talk about those golden elves.
Yeah, I got Did you hear the explanation? Why he plays gold border cards? Like he has foil cradles, foil birds of paradise in 7th editions and so on. This is the pimp guru of pimp guru. So like, why is he playing proxy Findorn elves for no money at all? Yeah, he thinks they are more beautiful than all real printings of them.
But they actually kind of look good. I mean, I like the gold edges there. It fits well with the knives. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, Findorn elves look horrible. I mean, the art.
To be fair, you're not wrong.
Okay, we got a ball lightning swinging here.
I gotta change my background to my pre-modern background now, I believe.
Blocking one with an elf. Okay.
More.
Taking some hits. Yeah. And another bauble. It's insane. Are you hyped?
It's everywhere.
Information is flowing. Come on, guys. Say something. Something to remember. Oh, the cradle.
MTG,
So much
PhD,
information.
thanks for joining both in chat and commentary earlier. Flint, you are great. Glad to have you on again. Findorn elves gold border are more rare, but that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like this
commit,
bottle
and-
opener is more rare. I will still not play it in a magic deck.
He plays an elf and a cradle and a survival.
What?
And he floats 1 mana. And he pitches an elf. It's a pretty good turn.
It is.
I like that commentary, Berlin. Can you keep doing that voice and that tempo?
Yeah,
mean,
come
we
on
need-
now, come on.
Yeah.
It's a goblin. He switches stripe. It's a tribe switch.
The elves deck plays elves, and here we have the burn deck playing some burn and molds. Oh my
But he
god,
does
more
not have
burn and
threshold
molds.
yet. Yeah.
It's a goblin, but it's green.
That's Findorn
No,
elves,
threshold, okay.
by the way. It's a goblin, but it's green. Like, look at him. Like,
It's a fetch land. And threshold is now within reach.
Do you think he
actually-
will kill the priest?
So much. How many cards does he have in hand? It's hard to see.
So Death Priest by itself is 4 mana. I would say it should go.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Yeah.
It's gotta go.
How will it go? The lava dart? The scroll?
Oh, no, I
Ray?
would say that curse scroll here is important because I mean he can't play the game of just like bolting his creatures when he has squee. So that's the strength of the survival build with the like inevitability of squee survival.
Yeah.
You just can't play 1-for-1. I mean, normally you could play that game versus elf because you just have so many bolts, so much direct damage, but with the squee value, it's hard. So with curse scroll, you even the odds a little bit. But then again, I mean, we expect Uktabe Orangutan, right, in his deck now. So
Wait, did he play Volcanic Hammer in his face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then flashbacking, killing the 4 mana.
Yeah. Okay.
0 mana kill, or 1 mana kill 4 mana. It's pretty good.
yeah, it's tricky here. Like
Do you go for
trade-offs
Master?
here. Do you go for like the elf or do you go in the face? But like, in some sense, you need to go to the face as well because you're not really making progress otherwise. You just, and then hope that you draw those fire blasts and like just boom finish.
But do you deal with Curse Scroll here, or did you just go get a Mastercore?
So if he has 1 card in hand, I think I just comfortably deal with the curse scroll. Yeah, and you can go for the Mastercore next turn.
The ranged hermit is the choice, however.
Yeah.
He will try to raise it.
Yeah, he has the mana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why not?
Yeah.
Because that will, that will give him even more options actually next turn with the cradle. So why not?
But couldn't he have gotten an anger?
No, he
has
doesn't
no
have
more
a
cards.
mountain. Doesn't have a mountain. Then it needs the Granger first and play it, and
that's true.
I don't see Aaron like really doing this, but like with one card in hand, is there a possibility with Fire Blast? It's not enough mana, no.
No, this is rough. I mean, this is where Pyrokinesis, a top deck Pyrokinesis is just such a blowout and like come back to the game.
But it's still not enough to be fair with the Squee survival engine.
No. But like,
it's too late.
Yeah,
before.
he can. I think like Jens has really put this well done and just go with the Deranged Hermit route.
But I must say, like, it's not that far away. Okay, now it is, as he didn't do anything like last turn or so. But Barbarian Ring is 2 damage. The scroll is 2 damage. So a Fire Blast brings Slayer down to 2. It is, of course, mana behind to do that. He should have then needed to use the ring last turn, and so on. But like then top decking, like then he wouldn't be out of it.
No, if he would have like a mountain plus Fire Blast, it would be enough to double scroll Fire Blast, Barbarian Ring.
Yeah, so it can absolutely still happen. Like the slide deck can. Didn't we see that in the semis? Like 11 damage came from nothing in one turn.
Yeah. But given that, isn't it a bit sloppy then? If we should be like strict here, I mean, not to deal with the scroll, because he could actually like handle that situation if he has the orangutan in the deck.
How about price?
He has the Fire Blast. Okay.
Yeah, there's.
I don't know,
Larry, why you talk about Price of Progress, because it does 2 damage and 2 to you.
Yeah, he joked because he played 2 Gas Cradle, so it was like.
Okay, sorry, I missed the second cradle.
There were several non-basic lands from Jens.
A land off the top and it's over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 3 to activate and 1 to then it's 10.
Okay, no, okay. He just showed that he has it. He needs to do 4 more damage. A land is not enough. He needs something more.
Scroll, ring, blast. That's 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, because he got 1 turn there. Yeah.
Yeah, he got it. Okay.
And
it's there. He won. Unless I'm missing some surprise card from.
You're not. That's. Like he's doing the exact same thing I said last, like using the Barbarian Ring then, so he didn't need to top deck land.
So do you think, we don't know, but we could ask him after the match, but like if you had Octavo Orangutan in the deck, you should definitely have gone for the Scholar, because that was the only out.
Yeah.
It was the only out.
Yeah.
Maybe even another Fire Blast would not do it, because he only had 3 mountains. So.
Maybe I'm not knowing if it's an only out or so on, but if he plays that, he also gives him more turns to draw more burn as well.
I don't think so, because he could go for like probably go for the Kamal play, I think.
Yeah, I'm not doing the math now, but yeah, that was very, very cool. As you said, it looked very good for Jens, but Sly.
This is what Sly does. This represents everything why I hate Sly. Like it gives you hope, and then it crushes you. Like
no, it
to
never
the
gives
last
you hope.
life point.
It is always just like you. And but hey, we get a game 3, and that's the cool part here. We go back straight down to the games. There don't seem to re-sideboard much. Okay, Slay J is changing something here. While Aaron has
Sex Monkey
shuffled up.
It's complicated.
Yeah, that could be. Do you mean the monkey?
Yeah. Are we not allowed to curse on your stream, Gordon?
Not too much.
Yeah, then I effed up.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. But the thing is, this beep is only for on my channel, like my mic, so I can't beep you.
That's too bad. Good for us.
Family-friendly drunkard stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
But guys, we're going into the last and decisive game. No, we're not. Aren't we?
We are.
Am I drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So
Yeah.
Aaron took one. So it's 1-1. Can you update the score, Gordon?
It is updated.
Then it's laggy.
So let's remind everyone what they're actually playing for. A Shoreline Rider is the prize for today's 10-hour tournament.
And a whole lot of glory. Don't forget
And a whole lot of glory. Yeah, of course.
There we have it on stream. The Shoreline Raider. Seems good.
But props to Barbarian Ring, because I see some people hating on it every now and then. But I think it's correct thing to play at least 2 of those in a slide deck.
Yep.
Sure.
I also heard a lot of people saying negative stuff, that it never does anything and so on. But
with
the
Fire Blast,
downside is so low.
Yeah.
There's also this saying, like, if your opponent is at 1 life when the game ends, I mean, if you play Sly, then you've done a mistake. So it's really like you need to squeeze out those. Every point matters.
Yeah.
But
and that was a prime example of this. Now it was the Exactis, right?
Yeah.
And the very last card.
Yeah, he used all cards to get Exactis, and if he didn't get it that turn, he was dead.
Yeah. Gerard, you're right. Glory weighs more than prizes. But just want to point out, there is actually a 2-cent card prize here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You get both the glory and the prize.
Yeah. I mean, the second, the number 2 guy, he will still get glory, but no Shoreline Raider. So yeah.
Will he? First loser gets glory.
Shame, I think.
It's a shame. Okay.
Also shame.
I put the decree on pain on that.
So Aaron goes for mulligan, right?
It looks like that, as he had everything shuffled up and nice.
Is it 20 cents? Oh, cool.
For a foil Japanese Shoreline Raider.
Fully pimped.
They're being buy out as we speak.
I be true. The top 8 decks can be found in the Premodern in the tournament channel on our Discord. There you can find the top 8 deck pictures.
But as in all Magic matchups, it's important to be on the play, and also here. And here Jens will be on the play. So and with 1 mulligan for Aaron, I mean, all margins helps, because it is a scary matchup for Jens.
He needed every card, even all the lands last time. So a mulligan is 1 less card.
Yeah, all resources matter.
I would say there's few decks that mulligan, where mulligan are worse for than Sly, because it's so much actually using all the cards. Every card matters so much, and it's not quality wise. Like, it's random bad creatures and face damage. It's just having enough of them before you lose the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And let's see here. We have a dart
This is
again.
This is interesting to see what elf you're opening with. If you just bait to get the first one, your first elf will be lost. So do you want it to be a ranger, a symbiote, or a monodork?
Guys, did you see the sequencing there with the lava dart before the bubble?
Okay.
Ooh.
He didn't expect that.
No, god damn, getting not getting that value, knowing if there was a better elf.
Small decisions.
I like how intrigued you are by the baubles.
Is it Acolyte? Didn't you say you wanted to take those out?
Yeah, you probably don't take all 4 out, because when you have, I mean, sometimes they're just very good, but like easily 2 you can cut.
Okay.
I kind of like them actually. I mean, it's better than a 1-for-1. It's often a 2-for-1 in this matchup.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's the point. But like the Echo, and you do not really have the luxury to go grind fest with Symbiote and Acolyte.
Champion went in here to protect against lava darts and such.
Yeah, information is flowing.
Yeah, he knows everything now. Everything needs to be known.
Yeah,
but
actually, I mean the color
graveyard.
That's rough.
The upkeep lava dart to proactive to stop the cradle. So tight play, but it didn't have a cradle. But the wooden foothills signed. Shuffle hype. Do the shuffle. You should have some small music piece there, Gordon, for the fetch.
Yeah, I have some sound effects, but I always forget that. But I do believe this is the best one.
I immediately regret this decision.
I always just forget to use it when I do something really bad.
I mean, in a format with fetch lands, we should have some fetch land shuffle hype jingle.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad thing.
The Wirewood Symbiote hits table.
Yeah, he really keeps hitting lands though, with only 19 lands. But the baubles keep drawing lands, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like everything else being equal, it's nice to be elf player, like just to have developed a bunch of forest and you have a bunch of elves in your hand, right?
Yeah. Blocking trading there, taking
makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, inevitability is on the green player side, kind of. I mean, it's not clear cut, but I mean, with survival there, and also with the kind of hand he has, like with the Wirewood, and I think is
but that's the thing. The slide players have good draws now with both lava darts there as well.
Yeah, it's true. It's a 2 in the graveyard.
Yeah. Which, of course, also could be a reason to block, because it just gets lava darted. But Slay J had a very good draw last turn, getting the survival engine online, grinding and so on.
I'd say both turns. He had both survival and cradle like very early on in both game 1 and 2. So I think like he can't push that luck a third game.
Aaron could.
Yeah.
Both darts.
Yeah, lots of lands from Elves, but I think Elves is happy to have a lot of lands because like eventually you hit that like the ranged hermit.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it's much worse if you have like a forest and a cradle, like, and then like a ton of 1/1s that just get burnt out. That's the way you lose with Elves.
This is how you lose.
So do you block and flashback caller here? Or flashback flash?
I think you have to to respect like Fire Blast.
Yeah.
I think it's over.
Yeah, 2 ball lightnings is rough.
Yes, 12 damage matters. So can Lava Dart can go in the face as well?
Yeah.
No? But then he can also
so.
Yeah, then you really need to make the play.
Yeah, he blocks with both taking 3 damage.
Yeah, it's rough. So it's still he's not within Fire Blast range, but
more
so many. Okay.
But he has the fetch, so if he fetches, He's actually within fire blast range, so that's kind of psychic. Yeah, but now it's starting to hurt me because now he hits the 6th land. Ouch! Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, there it is.
That
was a perfect hand from Sly. Yeah.
Yeah, it really was perfect.
Yeah, he had the exact right amount of land, Sly, 3, and
that.
Yeah, but it still shows like it's a fair game. It was very tight. I mean, okay, the last one was not, and yeah, probably not the first one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cool match, cool final.
It is. I'm going to make you have the finals interview, the winner interview, and
you clean up that mess of cards in the background. Meanwhile, Gordon.
Yeah, it really stresses me out that you have so much cleaning to do, Gordon.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards here in the background, but I will jump out and see it so I can get the players in. Because apparently, first of all, Jens has some problems with the camera and is going to hang from the roof like a bat if I don't do stuff. So I'll kick myself out, fix the players, so you guys can talk to them very soon.
Lovely. Jens being in the shadow, it has happened before on stream. Sitting in the dark rooms.
Is this the part where we say that like the Ursus baubles made all the difference?
Yeah, all the information was the key, I think. Can you guys hear us now? Jens and Aaron?
Oh yeah, we are waiting for. Okay, as no one understands anything, stream can hear me as well now. As you can see on stream, there's only you two, Martin and Anton. Therefore, no one else is on stream except you two, because you are the ones you can see. So I'm setting up the players to join you as soon as possible.
Anton, entertain me.
Yeah, now we know. Now we know everything behind the scenes. Okay, so is Sly the best deck in Premodern? Martin, shoot.
I think it's up there among the best decks, but it's the rock paper scissors thing. I mean, you need to respect it really, and
okay, so guys, we have played Magic for almost 10.5 hours. To conclude from 57 players, we have the second best Magic player today being Slay, and our winner of today's Easter Championship, no other than Aaron Dex. So, round of applause.
Woo!
Woo! Very nice match. Exciting finals, guys. And congratulations, Aaron.
Thank you. Thank you very
much.
Thanks.
And well fought, Jens. Once again.
Yeah, I did my very best, but the matchup is quite complicated. I nearly thought I had him in game 2, but this was close, but not enough. But that's the usual way against Burn.
I sweated out that last play over the scrolling the Hermit or not.
Yeah.
And I felt like my only chance was to win next turn. And I had
Yeah, it's a real echo here.
Okay.
Perhaps you have the stream sound on or something like that.
I only saw me in the gaming room. I don't know if this is normal.
But yeah, the second.
Okay, I'll do some stream here me as well now. That's what happens when we have tech issues later. I don't even have the energy to fix it backstage. Aaron is reloading. I don't know what he did, but it's not on my side. I at least know, because there's no echo on you, Jens.
Okay.
He went mono black.
So Aaron, hello.
There we go. That ought to fix it. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
And I'll leave
Nice.
again.
All right, continue, Aaron. You were saying.
Oh, I was just saying I was sweating out the last play, and I thought that
Aaron is gone.
in game 2 I sweat out the last play, and I thought that I had to win on the next turn, or I was just dead. So I did not stop his squirrel army, his 3/3 squirrel army.
Hello.
Yeah, that was a nice. I mean, you gotta play the odds, and yeah, you did. That game was very exciting. I for sure thought like elves would take it, but we calculated the math there that would you draw land, yeah, then you had it. So yeah,
I was actually
cool
thinking
match.
that I wasn't thinking land was my out. I was thinking bolt or a shock was my out. And so when the land came up, it kind of threw me because I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I could still win.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course. If you had a bolt, you would also win. Yeah, that's true. So you had pretty many outs in the deck. So well calculated risk and playing the odds. Jens, are you having issues hearing us?
I can only hear you, Anton. I cannot hear Aaron at the moment.
Okay. Gordon will probably work on that behind the scenes, so we'll continue talking.
I muted myself in Talare because I was. So I was getting the double audio from Talaria.
Okay.
So Jens, let me ask you a question. Meanwhile, did you have October Rangutang like in your deck in game 2?
Yeah, and I boarded it in. Here it is.
Did you consider like that? Because that was like a play that we were considering, like to get rid of that curse scroll. It might have been safer, we thought, but
yeah, but I wanted to do that much damage as possible, because without the second hermit, I think the clock would be a turn more, and I really wanted to kill him fast.
yeah.
So I thought about it, but I thought the hermit is the safer one. Or
yeah, because it opened up. I mean, that's the fun with Toolbox, because there were so many lines you could go there. Like the Master Core is good to have. The Range Hermit is good. Could you go for like why would Well-Wisher line there with Granger and just.
Yeah, I thought about Well-Wisher, but I had no mountain and no anger in the graveyard, and I thought it will just eat a lava dart or a shock or something like that. So yeah, I went for the quick kill instead.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not saying you did wrong at all. Just we just wanted to open up for the viewers that there are so many decisions to make in that spot, and it kind of didn't matter in the end, because Sly just did the Sly thing. Like it comes from nowhere and deals 10 damage in one turn. So yeah, or 8 damage in this case. But yeah. But Barbarian Rings, Aaron, they were really, we praised them.
Yeah.
Good card.
Yeah, and this was, so I just started running them recently. I hadn't been running them, but they seem to have such great synergy with the bauble.
Yeah, for sure. And man, you drew your baubles.
Yeah, drew baubles every time I was hoping to draw removal. That's the problem. That's the blessing and the curse of bauble. I would bauble into removal. So
yeah,
it's the first time I see bauble in Sly actually. I played it like in Tanglewire decks before, but yeah, like how they're kind of hard to evaluate also, to be honest. As we joked, like was the bubbles doing the thing, but like how would you evaluate them, Aaron? Like after this tournament, are you happy with them?
There were so many times this tournament that I needed one more card in my graveyard and my opponents will say that, you know, a couple of times the end of a game we were doing the math and like there's one card in my graveyard because of the bauble. To, you know, there were combat math times where if one creature went to the graveyard, then I could Lavamancer for the win and things like that. Without the bauble basically being a zero card that put something in the graveyard and replaced a card in my hand, I don't win those games.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. I'm out of beer.
Well-deserved beer, finally.
Cheers!
Cheers, guys.
Finally.
The last
Cheers,
sip of
guys.
that one.
Yeah,
What a
I
long
have
day.
Jens, did you board out or did you kept in tangle wires?
I bought them out. I played Aaron in the fourth round. Yeah, I was 3-0, and then I played Aaron, and the tangle wires are so bad against him. He has a lot of instants, and I get clashed 2-0 in the fourth round, so I bought them out now directly.
I think there's no doubt that that's the correct play, if you ask me.
Yeah, they are just bad.
Yeah, at the, you know, almost everything in my deck plays at instant speed, so being able to play under a tangle wire and just burn to the face or remove a key creature still is easier to do.
Yeah.
So Aaron, you had also some other slight non-standard choices in deck. You only played 2 Curse Scrolls. Can you comment on that?
Mm-hmm. I think that Sly wins based on not drawing dead cards, and your second Curse Scroll is almost always dead. So ensuring that I just get the one, I think the correct number, and I've tested it with this is my first time playing 2 instead of 3. I think the correct number might be 3, but I wouldn't want to play the 4th one with the baubles.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And the Sulfuric Vortex main decks, did you get any leverage out of them?
I think I won 1 game on the back of those. They're really just to not be at a disadvantage against some of the life shenanigans in game 1. They came out against Slay J, and they came out against a lot of other opponents. That's where the darts came in.
But Aaron, did you play in the Winter Blast tournament?
I did. I think that was. I don't remember if I was playing slivers for that or not. I don't remember now.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask.
Oh no, that was Prosbloom. I was playing Prosbloom.
Okay, yeah, you were Prosbloom, yeah. Because there wasn't any Sly decks, I believe, in that one, and now we saw 7 Sly decks. I counted. What was your reasoning for bringing the deck?
I love Sly. It's my favorite deck in the format, but I do try to go kind of one tournament I play something a little spicier, a little bit more fun. The next I play a format staple like the Rock or Sly. I kind of trade off so I don't get tired of just getting destroyed because I'm on counter slivers, and I don't get destroyed, or I don't just ruin people's day playing Sly all the time or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a nice balance. Okay. Yeah. I believe, and so does the chat, that you have now driven up a price spike on baubles and yeah, lava darts as well.
They're already sold out.
Yeah. It's too late, gang.
There are no baubles. The train.
No, but it's nice to see some tweets on an established archetype. So
thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Aaron, you have won a prize. you have won a Shoreline Raider.
I saw that.
If you ever attend another Premodern Easter Championship, it will usually be a physical tournament, unless it's Corona in 2022 as well.
Yep.
Then you have to play this in your 75.
Yep. My passport's up to date, guys. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So we will solve that with your address and whatnot, so we can post it to you. But yeah, big, huge congratulations.
I mean, it's a great addition to the survival toolbox.
Yeah, just stop all those cavers.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Congratulations again, Aaron. Well played.
Thanks very much, guys.
Yeah, and congratulations to you too, Jens. Second place is, I mean, we had a discussion, is it shame or not, but it's pretty honorable, so yeah.
Yeah, and really nice deck as well, I must say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was fun to see, like, sorry.
Still love the Tangle Wires. I chatted with Anton a lot about this, and they were amazing the whole day, except against Sly.
Yeah. Metagame choices, yeah, but it's fun to see, like, even with two very established archetypes, I mean, there's still a lot of wiggling room, right? And brewing room. So fun to see.
Yeah.
Shall we wrap it up, Anton, as an organizer?
Yeah, I think I'll wrap it up. I just want to say thanks to everyone who's attending, to Slan Fun, who has done an amazing job with Tolaria. It really worked smoothly today. There are some minor bugs, but like, yeah, very little issues. Thanks to Gordon, to Martin, to Seb, to Micke, to Jokimon, to Flint, to Michael, and Jesper and Celine. This was, in my knowledge, the largest one-day Premodern tournament so far. So great turnout, and yeah, lovely to see you guys play, each and every one of you.
Thank you so much for hosting.
Thank you.
Thanks for organizing.
Thanks for playing, guys. And thanks to the stream.
And as no one here can read the organizer chat, or so where I try to give directions, I'll just kick them out and jump in here, apparently is the correct way to do it.
Yeah.
As I've been trying for minutes to say you should say bye to the players first, say bye to one of them because they couldn't talk to each other and hear each other, and then yeah, so we could go in and wrap it all up. But
Gordon, we told you to clean up the cards.
Yeah, so I can also just do like this. That's the right button. Everyone, big thanks for joining the stream. Hope you've enjoyed. We're into 11 hours and 23 minutes of stream time. So not quite Friday levels, but almost. I'm going straight to bed now, and hopefully you'll you like the games. They will end up on YouTube. I don't know when, what. I will take a break from everything Wak-Wak and Magic for a day or two or so on. Maybe 3 days, who knows. Maybe this weekend actually even does so I don't do a stream on Friday, who knows. That actually seems like a good idea. And now he's trying to talk, but as I muted him because they talked about other stuff, you probably don't hear him, but okay, he's unmuted again now. Thank you, Martin.
Yourself, Gordon.
Thank you. Thank you, Martin, for joining for commentary, and of course...
Thanks for the stream, Gordon.
We had so many great guests today. Would have loved to see more with... yeah, we have him here in chat now, I see. Michael. Would have also, of course, loved to have Flint on more, getting some American views on everything. But it's hard to have everyone being able to do commentary all the time. So yeah, not gonna do it any more longer than that. Thank you, Alvar, for following. Every Friday we do stuff like this, and yeah, that's about it. I was going to say we raid someone or so, but my raid button doesn't seem to work, so we won't. We will just say good night, sleep tight, and have a great one. See you next stream. Cheers,
Happy
bye.
Easter, guys. Cheers, bye.
Beer.